Howdy folks, Stormin 064 here, and this is another Divide and Conquer, a sub-mod of Third Age Total War. This is version 4.5, Eriador Rises, and this is the Haradrim Tribes, episode 13, Unlucky for Some. I say unlucky for some, in our culture 13 is an unlucky number. So we're looking to the north here for some reason. The Haradrim. Oh, that's the faction leader there. At war with Dol Amroth, who we're not at war with. In fact, they want us to join them on that war because they have a diplomat at Tal al-Jaf down here in the south. There's Tal al-Jaf and there's a diplomat trying to coax us into going to war with Dol Amroth, which we probably will have to do in the future, but not right now. There's a Mawakas, we're going to use him as a ferry to attack Gondor. 104 was Zenji. So, we are in the east here. We had taken Crook Mahur even. We now have Korondage under siege with our faction leader, Serpent Lord Kazuma. If I do pronounce anything wrong, or you feel different, I do apologise. I feel like I'm probably anglifying all the words, and although they are written, well, they're written in A to Z letters, but they're not actually written in English. I say they're not written in English, as in, I know it's an Elvish language they're actually written in, but we don't have, what's that called, a circumflex? We don't know, it's not called a circumflex. Umlaut? Or whatever that thing's called, we don't have it in the English language. There's two in that one, so I don't know what it means as in pronunciation. So, do bear with me from that point of view. Oh, and the computer's a bit laggy. And there's another one. I see, I would just call that Kalatar. And I think they roll their R's in this language. And that A's got an acute on it. I know acute on the letter E in French, if it's at the end of a word, means you pronounce it as A. And if any of you are French, you can probably tell me I've just said that incorrectly, but I think I saw it. I would say A. Whereas I saw an E, I wouldn't call it an A. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, we don't have that sort of grammar in, or pronunciation finesse in English. We just have it more complicated. We actually have letters that you don't pronounce, which the Americans take away. So that's why American English spelling is different to British English spelling. Because we have letters in that actually aren't pronounced, and Americans, because they don't pronounce them, take them out, which is fair enough. It is probably a more advanced way of having a simpler language. And let's face it, if you want to be a multi-language, or no, a universal language, that's the word I'm looking for, universal language, you want it to be as simple as it can be, so it's understood by all people. So, I don't know what the banging is, but I'm going to make a quick announcement actually about these games. I've been watching someone called GalaxyLynx, and they're playing Rome Total War, one of the very, very early games. I think it might be the Alexander, what would it be called, expansion? Yeah, I think it was called expansion to Rome, and they're playing as Hero. It's giving itself a few rules and a custom army at the start, and yeah, what I really, really recommend about this is her style. She's doing a narrative Total War, and yeah, it's just really, really, really good. It really is good. You should check her out. I'm going to put a link in this description, which probably means I haven't, but I will honestly try to put a link. But it's GalaxyLynx if I haven't. Rome. It says it's Rome Total War. Yeah, it's good. Good. I love her narrative style, and it does take a lot of doing to do that. I think she spends 4 hours to make a 20-minute video. So I just don't have that. So, but I am going to change. I think I am going to change the way I'm going to do Total War videos from now on. I like Flying Pig's role-playing type, so I'm going to take more interest in the traits and retinues and things. I used to concentrate more on, to be honest, when I started, on tactics, how the different units matched other units, or as I say matched, I would mean like archers would take out heavy infantry, cavalry would take out archers, spear would stop cavalry, that sort of thing. And I think most of you now know how that all works, so it's less important. I will probably try and highlight it when it happens in battles, if I can remember. And this is the problem I have. I sometimes forget, get carried away, and forget to actually mention, notice I'm in the Schultrum formation, or notice I've got this or that, or I'm putting these against these because of this is the best nemesis, is supposed to be the word. This is the best way to take these guys out. This is the best military match, tactical wise. Yes, I'm hearing now. But yeah, I'm going to try and change. I think I'm going to try and do more. And I'll do more. What I like about her episodes is, as I say, she spends 4 hours making a 20-minute. 20 minutes, you can watch an episode then while having breakfast. If you don't want to watch the news about COVID-19, you can watch her. And it's great. It's great. It's a good length. You get the whole thing done just as you're finishing your last sup of tea, And yeah, it's not like you have to sit down and watch over an hour's worth of somebody throwing OP cavalry into more orcs and flying them in bodies in all directions. That's fun after about the 100th video, though. It does get a bit repetitive. So yeah, no, she's very refreshing. It's a new style. I really like this narrative thing, and I like, as I say, I like Flying Pig, mentions them. I think he does this role-playing thing, and it just makes it more interesting. It just makes it, yeah, you're not needing to learn to play these games now. It's been going for a decade, I think. It's time really that follow little stories and things like that, which little nuances, I think is the word I'm looking for, nuances within the game. This actually is a very, very deep game. Yes, you can just, and I always thought this was weird, you can just, let's say if you played as Gondor, grab all your generals in one army and poof, have Mordor defeated by turn 25. Well, great. Then what? Try that now as Rune, or try that. You know what I mean? It just gets repetitive. You've just got those simple militaristic objectives, whereas these stories the game has that, so it makes it different, makes it exciting, adventure, makes it, I don't know, I just like it. So I'm going to do a bit more of that if I can, or to the best of my ability. So we're not at an end turn, so without further ado, let's play Total War. Right, so this guy is going into Amanithal. Because he's got full armor upgrade. You're coming out to get full armor upgrade. Right. Zengi is a spy. I think he's one of our newest spies. Oh, he's actually, he might be a new spy, but he's actually got quite a good subterfuge. 7 out of 10. He's got good at disguises. He's got a Hashari companion as a bodyguard. And a lockpick. It's inconspicuous and a plotter. So let's get you into position. Oh, stop. There's a road. Get on the road. There is a town here somewhere. It might be up near the bridges. Or am I thinking of this one? There's one here actually near this. Which Dol Amroth has got. And this, does this go all the way up to there? I don't know. There could be a town in here then, where these bridges are. So let's take it towards the bridge. On the road means you can travel further and quicker and all the rest. Nope! Oops, sorry, just hit my laptop. Not a good thing. No wonder it protests during games. Let's bring you this way. Now I don't, well he's not going to get to the, but I don't put my guys into the cities. I find I can get just as much info from them by standing right next. Oh, look at that, see? Okay, I don't know what those two are, but I've got all the specs on their troops now. And I didn't risk him dying. Although his chance of success was 82, that's very good. That chance of success, I mean. So yes, the Haradrim want us. They've sent a diplomat to try and join them in fighting Dol Amroth. But we've got our own battles. That's over here. Right, let's maintain that siege. You've moved. And we have a diplomat looking at this. Oh, he was coming south. He's now got a new mission. To, where is he? Here he is. He's around here. There he is. To go and speak to Moria, the goblins, and he can just make it. So if he gets blocked, we have to be in control. It can't be end of turn and he doesn't make it, because then he won't make it. Do you know what I mean? At least now if he gets blocked I can move him around whatever's blocking him. Amon-Hen is reached. You have reached Amon-Hen, also referred to as the Hill of the Eye. It is one of the 3 peaks at the southern end of the long lake Nen Hithel, above the falls of Raros. On this hill the seat of seeing is constructed, which is told to give the one sitting in it far sight. On the opposite side from the river Andrin lies Amon-Lor. Here the seat of hearing was constructed. These remnants of former glory date back to the early days of Gondor, when the northern borders were still guarded from all evil. We're evil. Falls of Raros reached. Here you are. You have reached the Falls of Raros, which are the great falls of the river Andrin, beneath Nen Hithel, where the river falls from Imimule to the wetland of Nindal. The gates of Argonath consist of 2 enormous pillars carved in the likeness of Isildur and Anarion, standing upon either side of the river Anduin at the northern approach to Nen Hithel, originally constructed about 3rd Age 1340, at the order of Romandasil II to mark the northern border of Gondor. And boy, do you know what? Those are long sentences. No, seriously. There's actually a big drive to do what's called plain English, and one thing we do is we try to not make our sentences so long, and to be honest, that could have been cut. Could have been easier to read and easier to read out if it actually had plain English done to it. They're just too long, the sentences, but we got through it. But yeah, that's not easy for someone who wasn't there. Have English as their first language, that's for sure. Trying to read that out. And English is my first language. I found it not so easy. Of course, the mispronunciation might be because, as I say, it is an Elvish tongue. You're supposed to be speaking. Why is Eredor? That's Minas Ithil. That's the wrong That's Erebor, isn't it? Town of Erebor. Oh, the mountain. The single. What's it called? The Lonely Mountain. Oh well, these things happen. So that's us. I think we're at the end turn, aren't we? Everyone's moved. Yes, everyone's moved. We're building. Oh, no, there's someone there. Ah, and he hasn't moved. He's going in there for free upkeep. There you go. He's now free upkeep. See that colour of his... Oh, it says there, free upkeep while garrisoned. There you go. That colour. Let's see if we get someone without... Yeah, he hasn't. He's in free upkeep. He's a brown, and yet... That's like a... What would you say, grey? That sort of grey. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Where do we want to be? I think we want to be here, don't we? Guild available. Sala is a castle. So one of the rules I tend to have is anything that's to do with armour and weapons upgrade, which this is, I'll tend to build. It's going to clean us out money-wise, but I think the answer is yes. If it had been Merchants Guild in a town, I would have said yes. But Merchants Guild in, let's say, a castle, I would say no. And at the moment, anything military in a town, I've said no. Apart from, I think, this one up north here. Tyr Ethrade, I think I've said yes. Well, they're all in green, but they're still in the 20s, but they're all in green, so things are looking up, improving. Okay, let's look at all. Wow. Guess that's a boy and that's a girl. He's married but no children yet. 2 boys. Girls, I think, can marry generals, so that, you know, we can still get, 4 generals there. 2 generals there, and of course there's a 3rd one here. So he's got 2 boys and 2 girls. He's got 2 boys and 1 girl. And he's got 3 daughters. But as I say, we can still get generals from the daughters, marrying off the daughters. So it's not the end of the world. So there we are, 7, and we want 8 to get a new tribe to join us. To convince them to join us. Tyr Ethrade, what are you building? Things are getting expensive now. I'm going to go for that. You're a town. I know that generates revenue. I think I'll just hang off. What's the other one get? You're right. You need that. So there you go. That place will... We should queue something though, shouldn't we? Population growth. Oh, I didn't know that gave both population growth, but that's worth knowing. We don't really need the cult. Oh, we wouldn't do any harm. I think I might get that then. Population growth's always good. I'll tell you that now, because population's where you get most of your taxes from. Oh, Woodland Realm, Doors of Erebor have become allies. Okay, so you're going to stand next to this boil, and we might see what those... Oh! Merchant. Land clearance and roads from unknown building type. What would that be? Do you know, I don't think... Come and see what Karen's done this way. I think this is all one kingdom, one region. The next rebel territory now belongs to Dol Amroth. It's just there. I don't think there's anything in between. I could be wrong. We'll check that in a few turns' time with this guy coming back. But let's just have a quick look at this devastation here. What's gone wrong? What's gone right? What's gone there? This is canned. Not using the fort. Yikes. They're not that far away from us. But you're going in there. And you're going to get retrained. They're not with 34 you want. Do I want to keep going west? Not really. You come up here. I want to find canned. I think this is definitely their region here. Yes, it is. Oh no, that's us. Is that us? Yeah, oh, that's it. Oh, okay, so here's the border here. So that's what a grain resource looks like, and that's what the village resource. Both have windmills, but one's a lot smaller than the other. Village. So that must be his revenue, I think. Furs, iron, textiles, orchard, horses. So Amron must already have grain. Yeah, it's bounty. What's that there? Yep, there's the grain mill. It already has village. There's the village there. So they can't trade with each other. Oh, there's another grain mill. How did I get? Don't know. That's how I did it. Orchards and horses. Labour camp? Ah, that's interesting. And lumber. So there's lumber over here somewhere. Textile mills. There's the grain. They can exchange. Watchtower, oh, that's not it. Village, that's not it. We don't even have... need a general to make some more maps. Maps. Watchtower. Right. Stop havering, man. Get on with it. Right, let's end the turn and see what happens. Did my diplomat move? I think I did move him. He's in the walled. Oh no, I didn't. Right. It's important to move him. Because if he gets in any way blocked, he's not going to make it. So we need to be controlling him. Make sure he marches to Rohan's territory. Then Isengard, and then they've done Lending territory. He made it so far. And I've just forgot. I'm actually supposed to be fighting a battle. We're not about to end the turn, we're about to take it. Take this place and get another tribe. Is that not correct? Yes, that is correct. We've got 2 rams. Gives us 2 points of attack. So, Trollman warriors don't stand a chance. They are good troops though. So, the plan is to use our archers to shoot them. There's the archers. You see our warlord had a sword in each hand. Must be hard to hold the reins as well if you've got a sword in your hand. But to battle. Oh, there's the Beastmasters. I do like them. The javelins on the back. They put a lot of work into the art and the different coloured shields and the units for Divide and Conquer. A lot of good work. Look at that! Wow! Look at all the tattoos or markings on the faces. Very good. And there's the Southern Lancers. Yes. Oh yeah, these guys are expertly put together. Right, so you will take the gate. So yeah, I'll quickly try and get these done. Basically, I'll put two small units together to fight. You can drop the ram, I don't think you'll need it. But actually, I will be bringing up archers. Plan to, as I say, shoot the enemy. The enemy's going to be either at the gate here or in that square. So let's start the battle and see where they are. Oh, they're shooting. Oh, they're there. Shoot them. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Just well I had them out. Say that they're getting hit. Actually, these guys can also be spaced out. Why are they forming up? Forming up here. We didn't kill any of them. Still not killing any of them, actually. So maybe stop. Oh. No. Okay, we need to take the gate down. At the same time. Oh. No, we didn't kill any of them. They're staying in the lee of that wall. So take the gate down, as you can see. The guys are standing in open formation so they don't get shot. Well, they'll still get shot, but less casualties. That's us through. I'll form a shield wall here. I'll bring my pikes up. And I'll bring my archers up. Or if we get into position. Where are these pikemen? How come? I thought we had the towers. Do you know what? There's only one unit to shoot and it's them. Let's see how the pikes do. Ooh. The pike animation is holding these trollmen at bay, which is excellent. Though they are taking casualties. That could be arrow fire. Blue on blue. See? He's holding him back. Look at that shield wall behind. Isn't that cool or what? Look at that. Yes. Ooh. That's got to have hurt. Who's shooting at that? Is it our own archers? Okay. I don't understand. Who's doing the shooting? Is it the towers? Could be. In which case I need you to run up to this tower. Do you know that? I need you, archers, on this wall here. Yeah, so these archers are straight shots. You guys can, but you guys can come to here, shoot them in the back. You guys throw your javelins into them. Oh, how's my... Oh, I'm down to 25 pike. Oh, they're looking bloodied. Come on. Yeah, look at the pike action. Stabbing away. Come on, get there. Oh, let's end it. It's all over. Those 14 will die. How many of the pike will come back? 7. So we end up with 15. That's not too bad. So who inflicted the most? The pike did. Of course. Ridiculous. Really? All that arrow fire and javelin? The one in brackets is friendly fire. So we lost 11 pikemen to our own our own blue on blue. Occupy it. I might actually take the money, do you know that? Oh, it gives 100. Let's do that. They can all get retrained. Why? What's here? Oh. Nothing? Harad is the name of the immense lands to the south of Gondor and Mordor. It is inhabited by many different tribes called the Haradrim. The mountains of Shadow are on the northern border of Harad. The river Harnan flows westward from the mountains of Shadow to the Bay of Belfalas, forming Harad's border with South Gondor, a desert region that is contested between Gondor and Harad, which is why we're at war with Gondor, obviously. The Harad Road runs from Harad northward through South Gondor and onto Ithilien. To the northeast of Harad is Khand, a land that also has ties with Sauron, except now they're unified with the Blue Wizards, which is why Sauron's pretty miffed about it. On the west, Harad is bound by the Bay of Belfalas and the sea. The northernmost part of Harad is called the Near Harad, and the southern part is known as the Far Harad. On the coast there is a natural harbour, and the harbour is known as Umbar, and the harbour is called the Havens of Umbar. The seafaring raiders known as the Corsairs live there. The eastern end of the harbour is the city of Corsairs. Much of Far Harad is a jungle, although there is also a desert. In the great forest of the south in Far Harad live the gigantic elephants, which are used by the Haradrim as moving war towers. These are our Murmakils. Harad's location in the far south isolates it from a certain extent from the rest of the Middle Earth. That's true. The climate is much warmer and sunnier. Even the constellations in Harad's night sky down in the southern hemisphere are different from those in the northern Middle Earth. And you say a lot of the terrain is barren. Be it desert, be it forest. Okay, so I don't know why these guys can get retrained. What is the bonus they are getting that they don't have already? It's not armour, because there's nothing. No, leather tanner. What is it? What is it? I don't know. I'm tempted to have them all stay here and get retrained, but we needs must get that queued. And let's sort out some to leave and some to take. So I will leave an archer unit. And I will leave, I think that's it. You can recruit his own or retrain. I'll leave that one. Control A selects them all, and then Control, hold it down, select the two you're going to leave. And the rest of you come back out to be retrained at Fenabel, I think, because Amran hasn't got anything. What? Oh, do you know what? We'll do it later. We're coming back, probably to fight Khand. I could do with watchtowers. You know what? He could do that, couldn't he? He could. And he will. I'm going to pull this general away and have him build watchtowers. You can start with one up here, I think. I think watchtowers are only... Oh, that's on a road. I don't like watchtowers on roads. Take them off the road. Yeah, at 15 to go, why not? I now want you to come up at there. This is why roads are important, not just for trade, but to get your armies moving quickly. They now need to come all the way to here. It says 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, so... Hey, why didn't get our tribe? Oh, maybe we'll get them next end of turn. But that's us. So, please like, comment, subscribe, and join me next week with some more Let's Play Total War.